How do I do this? Okay, I guess that's it. Can you all hear me? Okay. We'll wait till everyone gets here. In the meantime, I am just going to put together this pattern. Hi, Chris. Okay, I got to tell you, I am scared to death of the technology going here. And I know probably the quality of the video is horrible because I have a 2013 MacBook Pro. And I was thinking I could do this on my phone. Nope. Apparently, I have an iPhone 7 Plus and you need an 8 to be able to do this on your phone mobile. So, oh well. And my computer's even older. You know, we kind of adhere to the hang on to the piece of technology until it absolutely dies around here. Yeah, I know. Well, I am cutting, well, I'm not, I'm taping together this pattern until about 3. I thought we would wait till 3 until everybody gets here to get started on this. So I was putting together the Eva dress from Tessuti Patterns because I'm going to do this project with somebody else. I'm really excited about it. But yeah, I don't do PDF patterns really. But oh my gosh, can you believe how much it costs to go like have it printed at a copy shop? Ooh, looked that up last night and I thought, nope, I don't think so. I think my little Canon was going to have to handle it. Basically. Oh my gosh, everybody's here. You're going to have to forgive me because I got to scoot up here and look and see the chat as it happens. So let me even just try and turn this around. Chris, Paula. Oh my gosh, I need glasses. It is a pain getting old, isn't it? Susan, Chris, CCC, oh, Kathy, Jill, Trish. Hi, you guys. I am so glad to see you. I really am. Oh, this is going to be great. Okay, how do I make that go away? I don't know. It doesn't matter. You know, I told my husband just not 10 minutes ago, I am so nervous. I'm not nervous about doing all this. I mean, shoot, I do that stuff all the time. It's the technology. It's like, is my ancient computer going to work? Who knows? I guess we'll find out. So how are you guys doing? Let's see. Oh, Australia. Susan, you are up so early. I mean, it's not even 6 o'clock in the morning. Oh, my goodness. Hello, Paula. Oh, gosh. Oh, and from the UK. So what is it? Almost 9 o'clock in the evening there. Watching, but chasing grandkids too. Oh, yep. Busy, 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 busy. Hello, Betty. Could I do a video on making some heirloom Christmas stockings? I want to make some for my kids to pass down. Oh, well, you know. What else do you want? A Chanel suit? I'm totally kidding. Maybe, sure. I mean, I've been looking for ideas on what to make for Christmas ideas. I have some jotted down. And I have to make bralettes for my daughters, so I thought that might be a good one. Although there is, I use a pattern from I think it's So Easy. And there is a video for that. I don't know that they need another one, but I would be willing to do one. But I was thinking about that, and I don't know, I jotted it all down in a little book I have over there. But yeah, let's see what else is going on. Wow. Way to go, Paula. Paula made a dress today. Oh, and Chris says, yeah, the pretty ones. You mean like the heirloom? What are you talking like brocade with the stuff at the top? I mean, I do like I made ours, and because my machine, which you can't see right now, but it's over there, it does embroidery, so I can embroider their names. It's not fancy embroidery, it's just regular. But I've done that, and they're just red with white at the top, and then my husband's is white with red at the top, and my son-in-law's is white with red at the top. And then I was gonna make one and just put boyfriend across the top, because we always have these boyfriends that show up at Christmas, and I don't know, I can't get, it's like I'm not gonna make a stocking for each one of them. So I just thought, well, I'll just do one that says boyfriend, although I don't think that we're gonna have any of those anytime soon. So hi, Carmen, my sweet friend. She lives right down the road from me, and she's moving soon. So she is surrounded with boxes, and we all know how awful it is to move. It's just hard. It's just hard on you. I've done it a lot, and yeah, you get it down. You get the system down, but it's just hard. Bralettes video. Yes, Trish. Good, because I have all this lace, and it's so easy to go together so fast. And I have to unpick it God knows how many times. Paula, you're funny. Yeah, I swear, even to this day, I need a seam ripper attached to the end of my arm. Hi, Delee from Pennsylvania. Like the ones with stretch and satin. Oh, lace sewn in and satin, like the ones my grandma pulled out. You're going to have to send me a picture, Chris, so that I can get this heirloom thing down. I kind of have the idea of what you're talking about with lace, and yeah, I don't know. You'll have to send me a picture. And Paula is laughing. Wait on. Oh, watching on day 1 of quarantine. Lisa, where are you? I assume that you're either sick or you got exposed. So take care of yourself. That is not a fun thing. Yeah, we were in quarantine for about 2 weeks after my daughter was exposed. She's totally fine though. I think, didn't I say in a video that we are those people that we have no symptoms, but we all probably are carriers and we go spreading it around? We don't mean to do that. Sorry, but yeah, no symptoms. Lisa from West Virginia. Hey, y'all. Do you know that accent is way different than Tennessee, Kentucky, or Georgia, or Texas? I love paying attention to that stuff. Hi, Pam in Utah. And, oh, Chris just wants something really pretty. So, yeah, I could probably come up with something like that. You know what? I have patterns for those. Maybe, I'll look through my old craft patterns and see, because I'm pretty sure I have some kind of heirloom kind of thing. Hi, Danita from Montana. Are you freezing? Is there like 100 feet of snow on the ground? Hi from Florida, where we have palm trees. Yeah, I love where I live. And it's really, really hard for me not to rub it in to everybody else up north, because I hate the cold. A lot of people hate the cold. A lot of people love the cold. Yeah, Lisa, you'll probably not even get sick, but it's such a pain to have to be isolated for, 14 days. It's good. I mean, I get the whole mindset, but yeah, it's hard. I would love to be forced into, yes. I set my alarm for right at 3 o'clock, so it's going off. Oh, I would love to be forced into sewing. Yeah. Me too. I was kind of good. It was kind of fun. Cape Town, South Africa. Pauline is like, God, what time is it there? It's got to be tomorrow, like in the morning. New England, there's Jane. Hi, Jane. Not too much snow. This is Danita in Montana. We had some unseasonably cold weather a couple weeks ago. Yesterday, 36 degrees. Today, not too bad. No, thanks. Good for you. Just, my daughter wants to go live in Montana. The one that got COVID, the one that's married to the only one that's married. She lives in Florida now, and they moved from Anchorage. So Montana, at least she'd be in the lower 48, right? Yeah. Well, anyway, agree on the 17. 10 p.m. It's 10 p.m. in South Africa, really? And bonjour, mon ami. It's Christine from Montreal. It's cold and gray. Come see me. You know, Florida, man, I'm telling you, it is the place to live. It is the place to live. Okay, well, since it's 3 o'clock, should we give it another like 2 or 3 minutes and, you know, see what else happens? I guess we could do that. Yeah, Carmen is saying, hi, Jade. Totally agree with you. Love the warmth, but I've lived in Montana all my life. Oh, wow. Do you have horses? Do you have like a huge cattle ranch or something? And they have those in Florida. Is that not the strangest thing? Of all the things, oranges and cattle. Go figure. Let's see. When COVID is done, Christine will come see me. Hi, Patricia from Miami. A local. Do you know, I find it so amazing, and this is because I'm a dumb Midwesterner. We only came to Florida for vacation because my aunt and uncle and my 4 cousins lived here, or still live here, actually. But when I lived closer down to Fort Myers, Mark and I were talking about flying out, and I thought, okay, well, Tampa probably is where we'll go. Tampa was further away than Fort Lauderdale, which is the other side of the state. Okay, now, you know, I'm from Ohio, so when I talk about the other side of the state, it's like 4 or 5 hours away. It's West Virginia. So it's like, was like just a little over 2 hours, I think. And I thought, how can that be? Well, you just drive across the Everglades because Florida is really skinny at the bottom. I couldn't get over that. I thought, oh my gosh. Oh, just 5 wooded acres in Montana. I bet that's so pretty. Hello, Robin. Hello, Robin. I can't do a British accent very well. I get all flustered. I was there last year, and I really wanted to do one. I really didn't want to be that American, that obvious American. Although, you know, I got to tell you, all the people that I heard speak, half of them were Americans anyway. Like on the tube, you know? So, yeah. Let's see. Where am I in the sunny state? I am, well, if you look at Florida, and you look from top to bottom, I'm right in the middle on the Gulf. I'm not on the beach. I'm about half an hour from the beach. And in the middle is a town called Port Charlotte. And it's like a harbor. There's a harbor right there, and a port, Port Charlotte. And the name of my town is Northport because it used to be North Port Charlotte, and now it is just Northport. And some kind of a land deal, they traded us out of Charlotte County up into Sarasota County. So I don't know. Some people have heard of Sarasota, Florida, Venice, Florida. Those are vacation spots. Actually, my grandparents lived in Sarasota for a while, but it's south of Tampa, north of Fort Myers. Yeah, beautiful place to live. I love it. Why didn't I move here like 30 years ago? I don't know. If I could go back in time and be 8 years old, I would nag and nag and nag my parents until they put me up for adoption to get them to move to Florida so I could be from here. Not kidding. Hey, JB from Alabama and Julie from Southern Illinois. And there's Christy. Christy, are you not watching football? I mean, aren't the Colts playing? The Colts and the Packers right now? Christy and I talk football all the time. My Raiders are playing tonight, Kansas City, and my sister is a Kansas City fan, and she told me on Facebook, yeah, good luck. And I said, hey, girl, you're going down. Maybe. Probably not. But I'm still a loyal Raiders fan, even though they're traitors and they went to Vegas. Oh, well, anyway. Okay, let me catch up here. Hi, Deb. It would be fun to hold an event here in Florida. Yes, everybody come down and be on vacation. And we'll all go to the beach, and then we'll go somewhere with our sewing machines, and we'll sew something. Who knows? Chris, I miss Pensacola, and I live in Northeast Pennsylvania now. Oh, yeah. So you must be up above Philly then. And there's Kathy from PA. Patricia, it is beautiful in Sarasota. Yeah. Siesta Key And well, Siesta Key is where everybody comes because the sand there is like white sugar. Oh my gosh, it's beautiful. You can't even drive though. I mean, trying to drive anywhere in the traffic down there. I've been here for 2 years, and all of a sudden I've turned into one of those people that, you know, when about now rolls around and I go, they're back. You can't get a parking space. You can't go through a shopping line anytime fast. And then at about, I don't know, maybe April, they all leave, all the snowbirds, and they all go back home. Although I don't know about this year. They're back, but I don't know if they're back in full force. So let me catch up some more. Oh, Port Canaveral. Yeah. You got to see the launch. Like what? I don't even know how long ago it was. Somebody went to the ISS, didn't they? I think they had like 4 astronauts that launched out of Cape Canaveral. So you're at Port Canaveral, which is different, but still. I love space. Love space. I don't want to live there. I don't want to go there. Not yet. They have to improve the technology, but then I want to go there. Like I'd be dead by then, probably. What else? A lot of people from PA. That's true. Yeah. Paula, I've lived here 2 years. I'm originally from Ohio, but I've spent most of my life in Indiana, where all my kids were born, Indianapolis. Although I lived in Southern California for 5 years, and then I lived in North Carolina for about 7 years. So my kids are from everywhere, and they do like to travel. Kirsty has football on. Do I miss seasons? No, not really, because you know, we went up north for Christmas last year. We go up to my parents' house in Ohio every year. My parents live in southwest Ohio, kind of. You probably don't know where, Carol, you probably don't know where Ohio, where Cincinnati is, but they live north of Cincinnati, about an hour and a half. And we flew in, and we drove in last year. And we couldn't get over my husband couldn't get over how gray it was, like gray and brown, like brown sticks, because the leaves all fall off the trees. And I'm like, see, this is what I've been living with all my life. And he goes, I never noticed that. And he's from there too. I mean, he grew up in Columbus, Ohio. So it's like, I told you, I've been telling you this for years. And he's like, well, I get it now. About time. It's okay. I dragged him down here, and now he's happy in Florida. Let's see. Let me catch up some more, and then we'll get started with this. Let's see. I love your sewing projects. Newfoundland, Canada. Oh, we've talked about this, Aggie. Yes. Kansas City. Yeah, we're playing you tonight in football. The Raiders are playing, and you're probably going to annihilate us. I don't even want to talk about it. Well, if we win, then I'll talk about it. But yeah, I'm not even from Las Vegas. I'm not from Oakland. I don't know. The Chiefs were playing the Raiders one year when I was about 9, maybe 9 or 10. And my dad and my brother were rooting for the Chiefs. I don't know what this obsession is with my family has with the Chiefs in Kansas City, when they could have been rooting for the Bengals or the Browns or somebody from Ohio where we were. But anyway, the opposite team was the Raiders. And I thought, well, somebody has to root for them in this house. So I did. Been a fan ever since. Michigan. My husband got a job offer in Michigan, and he had to say, my wife will kill me if I say yes. And yes, I would have. I would have said, bye. I'll see you. You have fun living in Michigan, because it's freezing cold up there. Oh, it's snowing there now. Carson City, Diana. Yes. Go Raiders. We're in North Carolina. Oh, I lived on the border of, on the Virginia border. You know, I don't know how old you are, or if you're old enough to remember the movie Norma Ray that Sally Field won the Oscar for. It's the one where she stood there and went, you like me, you really like me. That movie was based on a woman and an event that happened in the town where I lived. It was called Roanoke Rapids, tiny little town. And it was, I mean, seriously, it's like 5 miles south of the border of Virginia. So it was kind of halfway between Richmond, Virginia and Raleigh. So wasn't very much. They had a Starbucks, and that made me happy. Oh, let's see. What church is my husband a pastor of? Actually, Jane, my husband is no longer a pastor. He is a pastoral counselor. So he is a therapist, basically. And he absolutely loves it because he is doing what he was created to do. He just feels like he's just such a good person to kind of give you steps to get you where you want to go, you know? Yeah, he loves that. Let's see. What churches? Hi, Hales. I'm so glad to see you here. I know it's late. Okay, and you know what, Hales? Don't give me this stuff about not being a gardener. I have seen your conservatory. I have seen that back patio of yours. I know you're a gardener. You are not fooling me for a second. Not even a second. Hey, Linda, which side of Indianapolis are you on? I used to live in Castleton. Let's see. Yes, Jane, God definitely puts us where we need to be. Yeah, Hales, the plants take care of themselves. You know what we always say? Because, you know, black thumb, green silk thumb. Yeah, I don't even know why I'm doing this project, but Christmas gifts. But my husband, when we first got married, there were tulips that came up in the front yard of this little house that he owned. And I said, oh, you planted tulips. He goes, oh, no, they volunteered. So anytime we have anything out there that grows, we're like, well, they volunteered. Phoenix, sort of fall here, 70 degrees. Isn't that the truth, Cindy? You know, it cools off just a little bit and then it's like, oh my gosh, I need a sweater. I've been feeling like that when I go out on the lanai in the mornings to drink my coffee and answer all your comments. Oh gosh. Southside Franklin Township. Well, I was in like halfway between Greensburg and Shelbyville for a little while. And I would always go and that's where I did my shopping, was in Greenwood. Yeah, because it was fairly close. Actually, it wasn't that much closer than going back up to Castleton and seeing all my friends. So, yeah. Deb, you made it! Yay! Okay, what time is it? It's almost, what is it, almost quarter after? We should get started with this just so that I do what I said I was going to do. I know, I was being all mysterious. You guys all figured it out, didn't you, what I was talking about? I watched this guy. Okay, I'm not a gardener. I don't claim to be a gardener. Like I said, black thumb, green silk thumb. But I always had herbs out in the back, like yard somewhere. For years in Indianapolis, when my kids were little, we had this mint that grew right outside the patio door. And I was always trying to dig it up. And then I thought, why am I doing that? It keeps ants away. Like, just get the weed whacker out and trim it. So finally I got a clue. Well, you know, I started learning about herbs and how it was nice to put them in food. The other thing I am not is a cook. I can put dinner on the table. I can make a nice dinner for friends. I can make it pretty, but on a daily basis, no, thank you. Do I want to try anything new? No, not really. And I'm going to have to cook Thanksgiving dinner, basically. I'm not doing the turkey. I'm doing the homemade noodles that you eat over mashed potatoes. And if you think that's absolutely crazy, well, okay, I'll let you think that, whatever. That's how I've always eaten them. And pie, I'm making those. But anyway, okay, back to herbs. God, I can't even stay on track. I always like having herbs around, especially rosemary. And right now, here I go again, at Sam's Club, my Sam's Club that's not very far, they have these buckets full of rosemary trees. They look like little Christmas trees, but they're rosemary. And oh my gosh, I stuck my head in there and just smelled, and oh my gosh, it nearly knocked me down. They were wonderful. Oh, watching Golden Girls. Hey, North Dakota. Hey, Karen. All of your names. I recognize all your names. I love that. Okay, anyway, so I'm not a gardener. Okay, got that out of the way. Don't expect much. This is about a Christmas gift for your friend who is a gardener. And my kids, my girls, are starting to do these little container gardens on their, like, I think one lives in a duplex and McKenna and Ryan live in a condo. They don't have a whole lot of room. So there's this guy that I occasionally watch. I do subscribe to him, but I don't always watch every video because I think, why am I watching this? I'm not a gardener. But I had one day, my grandmother was a gardener. She was like, grew up on a farm. You could take the farm out of the girl, but not the girl out of the farm. No, wait, that's the wrong. Take the girl out of the farm, but not the farm out of the girl. She had like tomatoes in containers on her back patio, always. always. Okay. So I occasionally watch Kevin from Epic Gardening, and I put tried to put all this information down in the box for you to watch later if you want to watch this. And he said there were 5 good container options for gardens in like container gardening. If you have an apartment. Mashed taters and noodles, yes, please. Yes, Trish. Most people think that's crazy because it's 2 starches, but it's like, I think you're crazy if you haven't tried it. Okay, so Kevin Espiritu, I think is his name. He's in California, and he has this amazing container garden at his house. And he talked about grow pots. Grow pots are fabric. And I couldn't find really people on YouTube who had made them. I thought, why aren't us sewers just jumping in with this and saying, hey, this is a great Christmas gift? Well, okay, I made one. And here it is. I put this basil in it. And this is very indicative of the kind of gardener that I am. I got this little basil plant at Walmart. And I actually used it yesterday. I cut some of it off. But it's kind of pathetic. It needs some sunlight, I think. But let me raise this up. I hope it doesn't leak. But this is just a little fabric bag that you put your plant in. It's got dirt in it. I did this earlier, and we'll see if it lives. I don't know. I make no guarantees. And then I had these. Why do I even have this stuff? I don't know, because I buy this stuff and then I think, oh yeah, I'm going to be a gardener. This is a plastic tray. If you are a gardener, you know more. You are far wiser than I. But these are so easy to make, and you can make them whatever size you want. So when I was practicing, I made a big one, and I put this together because I thought this would make a great little gift if you have a person in your life that's a gardener, and you could make them any size. And what's the thing about these? You can make them any size you want. And this is just home deck fabric, which I had on hand because I make book covers. I did for a while. I haven't for a little while because I've been sewing other stuff. But so I had this stuff on hand, and I thought, oh, that'd be perfect. So I made this one with handles. You can see. Whoops. And I had these seed packets that I put in here. They're like 100 years old, and they're like falling apart. Yeah, we're not going to go there. But anyway, I put this tissue paper in. But, this is a great idea, too. If you have to stuff a bag, use old grocery bags. That works. So let me get rid of all that. And all this is just a tote bag, essentially. You could put pockets on the sides. You can put handles. This one has a round bottom, and I went to a whole lot of trouble to do that. And then I thought, you don't need to go to that much trouble. That's just too much trouble. But the thing is, you can make them any size you want. And if you're going to make them bigger, you should put handles on them so you can pick it up. If it's got dirt in it, then it's going to get heavy. But you don't have to get fancy with them. I mean, I did a little bit of research, not a lot, but some research. And they just said, just fabric. As long as you have something under, if you're going to set it down somewhere where you care about if the water gets under it, then you probably want some kind of a tray that you set it on. But you don't care about any of that. You're just going to make this so that the gardener in your life can care about all that. Epic Gardening, I'll tell you what, he has got so much good information. So anyway, you can make these any size you want. The only formula thing that you need to remember is that the way I'm going to tell you to make it, it has a square bottom like this. That's better. You can kind of see that. Yeah. I did this out of the pants leg of a pair of jeans, and it is just so cute. I did get some rosemary. I have this little rosemary plant, and if I potted it, it would fit in here. I mean, it's kind of, you'd have a fair amount of room and a fair amount of soil. It would be able to grow. I mean, it would have room to grow, but yeah, it would fit. So this is what we're going to make. Let's get rid of that. This is so easy. The formula is that you cut however high, however tall you want it to be. You decide on that, and then you add 2 inches because you're going to square off the corners at the bottom. You just sew a little triangle about 2 inches from the point, and then that squares it off, and so then it'll stand up. You can do it with like I say, on that one, I made it circular, or you could cut a square and go to all that trouble, but this is really the fast, quick, easy way to do it. And if you want it smaller, like around than this, and you're going to make it shorter, like, you know, that, then with a pair of jeans, you'd have to take the side seam. I would do this one, which I don't know if that's the inseam or the outer seam. It's probably the inseam. And you know what? I have a pair of jeans here. It's probably, no, it's the outer seam. No, don't do the flat felled seam. Do the other one. And then you can just, if you want it skinnier around, then you can just sew it and make it more narrow, you know. Take a bigger seam right here and just cut the excess off, and then you'll be fine. Okay, so let's do this thing. I'm going to put this back together. This is so easy. You're going to do this in 10 minutes. I'm not even kidding. Okay, tape measure, ruler, scissors. I have another ruler because I bought a bunch of stuff at a quilting auction one time, and I got all of these measuring things, and so I have all manner of these. Plus I have all these templates and everything. I'm going to move this so you can see a little better. What have I missed? Hi, Lisa. Jane, oh. I cannot pronounce her. Let me see. Okay, you know what? I'm doing it. I'm putting the glasses on. Oh, that makes it worse. It helps for close up, but okay, I'm turning this around. You've never heard of mashed potatoes and noodles? Oh, yes. You know what? Yeah, it's crazy, isn't it? 2 starches, but oh, so good. Anisha? Okay, if you could spell that out phonetically for me, that would be fantastic. That way I wouldn't butcher your name. From South Africa. You have carnivorous plants, Chris? Whew. I am not that brave. Well, I'm not a gardener, so there you go. Hey, Lisa. Do you put the soil in it, or is it just a pot cover? Well, you could do either. This has soil in it. But if you wanted to just do a cover for a regular pot, you could do that too. I don't know. You'd probably have to get a lot more fancy about the way that you made it so that it would fit the pot. This is just made for, you know, just put dirt in it and then put your plant inside. But again, you know, I'm not the gardener, so this is for the gardener. The gardener can figure that out. What a funny idea. Hi, Sharon. My 2 sweet friends, Sharon's in Texas, and her husband, I think, came down with something. We're not sure if it was COVID, and she didn't feel good, but I think they're on the mend. Valerie, mashed potatoes with homemade noodles and homemade brown gravy with pot roast. Yum. Hi from San Diego. You have perfect weather there. The Weather Channel is so boring there, isn't it? I used to live in Mission Viejo. So yeah, okay, let's get going on this so I can turn that around, come back over here. My husband gave me a pair of his old jeans because he is shrinking. He is the amazing shrinking man. And I'm so proud of him because his family has a tendency to carry their weight. And so he really fights that, but he's really healthy and he runs every day. And I'm so proud of him. So he gave me these jeans because they don't fit anymore. Yay. And okay, the bigger the jeans, the bigger around that the plant is the container is gonna be, because obviously you're working with this. So if you don't want it that big, like I said, use that side seam right there and just make it smaller. So if you want just like a little, like something that you could just take this out and put it directly in, then make this smaller and make it shorter. It'll still work. When I made this one, I used a pair of kids' jeans. They're only this long. I think this kid was probably really short because these aren't terribly small jeans. I mean, if you wanted a teeny tiny one, little pot, you could use toddler jeans, I guess. But yeah, okay, so I'm going to use these. And just for fun, I'll show you what else I've got here. I've got this one, home deck fabric. And for this size, let's see, this size pot, if you wanted to do that, obviously this is made out of home deck fabric and not jeans. Jeans are the easiest way to do it, and that's what I'm going to do now. But if you wanted to make it like this, a small is, I think this is 16 inches around. So if you just took some of this and laid it on the fold and then made it as tall as you want. And for this one, it is 6 inches tall, but that you add 2 inches to that so that you can square off the corners. And that, so it would be 16 by 8. So that worked for that. And that's my formula, if you will. But honestly, you can make this any size you want. I have llamas. I have, what is this called? Isn't this called toile? I don't know why it is. We call muslins toiles. The whole, you know what I'm going to make a video about is the things I love about the Brits. All the things they say that are all different and all the stuff they do. And then I have flowers. And then this was actually a cover for a chair. It has seashells all over it. And that's what I used for this one and for that bigger one. And then this is so common. It's just canvas. Just as long as the fabric you use is fairly heavy weight and can handle some weight, then that's what you need to use. And like I said, you can use, you can put handles on them. You can put pockets in them. I saw where Kevin at Epic Gardening used one, and it had different pockets, and he used it like a strawberry planter. You know how like those terracotta pots that have little they're like pockets, but they're stone, you know, they're terracotta, and they're on the sides, and you can put little plants all along the side. You can do the same thing with one of these. Get very creative. Okay, so this one, here is what I'm going to do. The first thing I want to do is fold the top down, just because that's going to be the top of the pot. And because this one is small, I'm not going to put handles on it, because you can really just grab it underneath. Where's the other one I made? Where did it go? Where did it go? I think I threw it on the floor. I don't know. Oh, here it is. You can just grab it like this. It's not heavy. So this one I top stitched the top down in, but you can just grab it like that. So it doesn't really need handles. So all I'm going to do is fold down the top, and I'm folding down, I don't know, you could measure, and I will, but I think it's about 2 inches. Yeah, it's about 2 inches. It's not, well, now it's 2 inches. So about 2 inches down on the pants leg. And then you decide how tall you want it to stand. And then you add 2 inches. So I am going to make mine, oh, this is a pretty decent size. And this one is, I'm going to do it with the top down. I'm going to measure it with the top down. So this one is, I keep picking this up and doing, you know what, never mind. Just use a ruler. This one's about 7 inches. So 2 more inches would be 9 inches. So I would take this and measure down 9 inches. So you can mark it, or, you know, if you want to get that fancy, this is really like 10 minutes and you're done. Okay, I'm just going to look at where 9 inches is. And I'm going to use a pair of scissors because I'm a traditionalist, but if you want to use a rotary cutter, you can do that too. I have this very fancy, yes, very fancy one with this serrated, you can tell it's kind of like pinking shears. It's not really triangles though, it's like waves. Anyway, yeah, McKenna gave it to me from somebody that did scrapbooking, I think. Scissors, 9 inches. Okay, I'm cutting 9 inches right here. You should mark, really. But I'm not going to, because I don't do that. Yes, I do. I really do. This is how I get in trouble when I sew. So this is what I am left with. 9 inches this way and whatever this measures. But 2 inches folded down at the top, which tends to look really cool if you have like that stitching, like the gold stitching on that. That tends to look really nice. And now I have a pair of shorts. If you have a daughter and she wants shorts, this is a good use for those legs on those jeans. Okay, let me catch up with comments. Never mind mashed potatoes and noodles. We have poutine. Oh, you know what? What is that? Poutine. Now I'm going to have to go Google that. Yes, thank you for the rabbit hole that I'm going to have to go down learning about poutine. I think I knew what that was at one time, but I can't remember because I'm not a cook. See, I can blame everything on I'm not that. I'm not that. I am a seamstress though, so I can't really. I have no excuse for that. Okay, what else are we doing here? Valerie. You know what? I've never had noodles with pot roast. My favorite pot roast is when you make pot roast and then you serve it on top of mashed potatoes on top of a piece of bread, and then the gravy goes over the top. Oh my God. Oh, so good. So good. French fries and gravy. Okay. That must be a French thing because no. There are just certain things that you do not put with French fries, and you can put ketchup with them. You can put ranch. Gravy? Maybe I should just try it. I don't know. I don't know why it's different than mashed potatoes and gravy, except that, I don't know. Somebody told me to double fry fries, French fries when you make them, and I can't remember who it was, but you're probably here, and you were so right. Oh my gosh, I made French fries the other night, and they were amazing because I fried them, drained them, like got all the grease, let it kind of drain off, and then put them back in the oil hot and cooked them again, and they were amazing. Oh my gosh, they were so good. And we didn't eat them all, so we put the leftovers in the fridge, and I thought, oh, you know what? I bet I could fry them again. And I did, and they were amazing. Oh, it was so good. Okay, North England. They like mushy peas and chips. Oh, mushy peas. I don't like peas. Maybe fresh peas, but oh, Hales. Oh, that's just no. That's not good. Your husband refuses to taste it. Christine's husband will not eat gravy on his French fries. Good man. Dip French fries in country gravy. So good. Oh, take your word for it. Yeah, I know. We're all starving now. Now we all need to order out French fries. Let's see. That's the way to make homemade fries. Yes. Hello, Heather from New Zealand. Very early in the morning there. Very. White gravy is a Georgia thing. Okay, no. Okay, no. That's just wrong. French fries and white gravy. 9:30 a.m. Wow. Ketchup or vinegar and salt. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, that is how you eat French fries. Vinegar and salt. You know, one time I got, I always get all this crazy stuff. I got ketchup with balsamic vinegar that was added. And it wasn't very much. It's just a little bit. And oh my gosh, that was amazing. So good. And it was perfect on French fries. No, it's starting to snow in Montreal. I'm so sorry. 7:30 a.m. in Sydney. Hey. So I'm cutting on here. Okay, yeah, I got to get back to this. Okay. You know what? I'm just going to say, you know me now. You know how I get distracted. Okay, so cut this at 9 inches after I folded it down 2 inches, and now I'm turning it inside out, and all I'm going to do is, oh my gosh, this looks terrible. It's all like, can you see how crooked that is? I got to square that up. Just OCD enough, and I'm going to do it with my fancy schmancy little rotary cutter. I've already cut it, and I've turned it inside out. Oh, this does not want to go through this denim. And it's a new blade, so it's sharp. But, hacking away at it. Okay, now it's straightened up. And I have my sewing machine. I do not have my trash can. There it is. All I'm going to do is sew across the bottom, and I'm just going to, pick whatever seam allowance you want. And if the edges don't line up perfectly, you really don't care. Trust me, you don't care. Okay, so I'm going to turn around and sew this. And I don't know if you can see me sewing, but I tried to get this angle right, and I'll try and get out of the way. This is a FAF 7570. I love it. I will never get rid of it. That is all. Okay, sewing this. It's so strange to sew up standing up. Okay. I'm not even going to trim my threads very close. Just, oh my goodness. Can you believe I'm doing that? Okay, so this is now what I have. If I were to turn this inside out, it would be, it's a bag, essentially. More comments. No, vinegar is for pickling. Oh, I beg to differ. Malt vinegar. We're talking about malt vinegar, not white vinegar or apple cider vinegar. By the way, I've been making apple cider vinegar, and it's not hard. You just, get some, or everybody's fussy about organic. But yeah, I get organic apples and I wash them. And then you just cut them up and then put them in cover them with water in a container and then put some sugar in and cover them loosely, like put a cloth over top and let it sit there. And then in about 2 weeks, you get almost vinegar. And then in another 2 weeks, you do have vinegar. It's amazing. Oh, let's see. It's a New England thing. Oh, yeah, baby. Let's see. Ice cream shake. Okay, my husband's done that. And that's just as wrong as that white gravy thing. I'm sorry. No. God bless you. I'm sure you love that. Oh, my faves. Yes. Love those faves. And Sharon's got a nice one. And you got some talent there for something like that. Oh, yeah. Yeah. There's Sue. Hey, Sue. Let's see. Carol, what English food did you like on my visit last year? Oh, my gosh. I ate more fish and chips. Honestly, you guys totally, I will apologize in advance for sounding judgmental, but you totally lost out in the food department in England. I mean, that stuff you eat is nasty. A lot of it. You grew up on it, so you really don't care. But I had an English friend tell me one time, yeah, we like our vegetables cooked until they're really good and dead. I thought, man, that's so true. Now the French and the Italians, no, you can't really argue with that, but oh, those are amazing. But yeah, English food, fish and chips, that was good. You can get decent fish. I was impressed, why am I impressed by that? Why am I surprised by that? Because you're an island, All right, I'm going to clip these very ends of the seam so that I can make it use my words, so I can open the seam up. I'm going to do that because I don't care. I'm not going to seam rip it. I'm just going to clip it if I can get my scissors in there. There we go. There's one side. And there's the other. That's a little bit of an advantage that you have because it doesn't line up so that the seams stick out on either end. It's a little off center. Makes it easier to clip. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to open this up. Okay, it's just important to get it right. Okay, got this and this. And we're going to match this to this by taking it and pulling these apart like that. See how I'm pulling that apart? And that makes a little point stick up here. And we're just gonna kind of make this seam kind of come together with this seam. So however you have to fiddle with it to get it, kind of feel it, you can kind of, just fiddle with it. And then if you want to pin it, you can. I guess I probably shouldn't I? Just to kind of make it stay there. I'm trying to get that to lay down. It's as good as you can get it. I mean, this isn't rocket science, thank God. I would be a terrible rocket scientist. I don't care about details that much. Okay, I'm going to pin this just for the heck of it because you're watching me and I. Oh, this is hard to get wrong, and I'm also trying to get that to. You know what? Maybe I'll do something I'll show you in a minute. But okay, so I've got it pinned. So it's like a triangle. Can you see like that? And all I'm going to do, I will measure, but I can eyeball usually 2 inches from the point down to somewhere down in here. Let me go back. Almost. Yes, I used it for a few things. When the girls were little, I did little dresses for them, and I embroidered those. And then I've done Christmas stockings. I don't use the embroidery on that very much. I thought it was very cool when I got it, but I got this machine back in the 90s when it was all very fancy. So I haven't used it really much in later years. It's just such a workhorse. I love that. The only thing it doesn't have that I would really like is a thread cutter. Good enough. It's truly good enough. Okay, so I'm going to sew across here at about 2 inches. I'm going to look at where that is and just eyeball it. Yeah, it's about to the end of the pin. So you can mark it or you can eyeball it. I'm just going to eyeball it. Didn't I say that? I said that already. Okay, I'm going to turn around and sew that on this side, and then I'm going to do the same thing on this side. Let's see. Let's do it right about there. It does not feel like. There's one side, and the other side I'm not going to pin. I'm just going to do it this way. Just fiddle with it until I can get it right. Actually, if you fold that sewed seam to one side, it's probably easier. You know what? It is easier. I'm just going to do that. Okay. There's that. I never thought in my life I would care about using thread snips, but these are the greatest little things. I just had to get used to them. And once I did, I love them. And the thing that I love about this faff, and which I didn't understand why not everybody had this, is it's an even feed foot, essentially. I'm going to turn this around so you can see it. See this thing right here? I don't know if you can, but I can't pull it that close, but it's a little attachment. It's like a built-in thing, kind of like your needle threader is built in. And it's an even feed foot. If you have a walking foot that you attach to your machine, this one's built into the machine. And I think they had a patent on it. And the patent finally ran out, and now everybody's got it. All those new machines that cost $1 bazillion, they all have them. Okay, so this is sewn. It now has ears. And I'm going to turn it inside out. And presto changeo, I have a plant pot. That was it. See, remember I said it was going to take like 10 minutes? It really did, didn't it? And like I said, you can make this as big or as little as you want. You just put some tissue paper in there. Where's my tissue paper? Oh, I threw it all on the floor. That's a shopping bag, leftover shopping bag. You can press this too if you really want to. I mean, somebody's going to put dirt in this, so I'm not going to go to a whole lot of trouble, you know. Gosh, my seams even line up. Yes. And I have to teach my husband how to do this. Do you know how to do it? You're probably better at this than I am, but tissue paper, you just kind of take it and grab it like that, and then it makes like this. So then you can put, like Amazon has these little garden tools that they're kind of child-sized, but they're made for adults to use with, I don't know, probably those sand gardens or bonsai stuff. And you could stick some of those in. That would be really cute. And then take a whole bunch of like cellophane and make one of those beautiful crafty kind of, you know, I don't know, Martha Stewart looking gifts. I don't know. But it's a good, like, if you have to, like if you're going to a party for your company or your husband's company, or I don't know, your whoever's company it is, you have to go, and you need to buy a little gift or bring a little gift. This is a perfect thing because, you know, I think I'm going to do this for my husband's Christmas party. He has a Christmas party we have to go to this year. Okay, as effusive and extroverted as I look right now, I'm not. I'm really not. I'm a total introvert. Walking into a group of people where I've never met anybody, I would just as soon, honestly, put a gun to my head. No, I don't do well with that. So anyway, parties are not my thing, but I have to go to one this year, Christmas party. My husband will always tell me, he'll go, okay, we have to go to this party. I'm telling you a week ahead so you can gear up. And I'm like, okay, good. Thank you. So anyway, yeah, this is a perfect little gift to take. If you've got some things to stick in it, you can actually, if you really want to, you can pot it and just give it to them like this. But I think this is kind of messy. This would be hard to do unless you're going to do it like 10 minutes before you leave to go to the thing that you're going to give it to them, you know, then that would be okay because it really is messy. And if you use something with a lighter color, it's going to, I mean, the dirt is going to get all over it and it's going to discolor it, but it's a plant pot. I mean, that's going to happen. That's why I like the denim, because with the denim, it's not going to happen nearly as much. Okay, I'm going to come back and look at comments again. Why? Oh, hang on a minute. I had my laptop plugged in and then I was setting things up around here and it came unplugged. I had to plug it back in. Your computer's going to die. Okay, let's go back to comments. Oh, my faff is an antique. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, here we go. I don't even have to scroll down. Sue, you have how many sewing machines? Don't you have a bunch of sewing machines? I was thinking you had a bunch. 1475 CD. I have the PCD unit that goes with that. I had a 7550 for a while, and it came with that. And so then I got rid of the 7550 and didn't get rid of the PCD unit. So I still have that. I don't know if I've ever used it. I don't even know if I know how to use it. Oh, life goals. Let's see. Antique Tiptronic, still working. They are the best machines. If you get one that was made like before 1990, the very first machine that I ever owned that was mine, that wasn't my mom's or my grandmother's, was a FAF 362, which was new in like 1965, 70, something like that. And I got it in the, when did I get it? No, you know what? I got it in the 80s and it was like 20 years old then. That thing was fantastic. It really was. It did the job. It had cams in the top. Great machine. Okay. Great hostess gift for friends. Yes, it is, Christy. Are you winning? I think I can't even, I think the Colts are playing right now in the Packers. Yeah, I don't know who's winning. My husband does. Tiny ones for succulents. That is such a great idea. Go to your thrift store and get some little kid jeans. And then, you know, that are not very big around, or just take these and make them smaller around. And that would be a great idea for houseplants too, you know, and a cactus is so perfect for, you know, to give as a gift for a houseplant because they're so hard to kill. They're a great gift for me because they're hard to kill. That's why I buy the plastic ones. Yes, I do. Oh, you're right. You're right, Hales. One good thing about lockdown is not having to go to work functions. Oh, so true. So true. Yeah, it's nice to have husbands that are extroverts, isn't it, Cindy? Because they kind of, you know, I just pass it all off on him. He handles it all. He does all the talking. I do all the doing. Like I go, you know, put a new countertop in, and I lay the flooring, and I build the table, and he goes and meets the people. He's on the phone all the time. If I had to be on the phone as much as him, I would lose my mind. I truly would. I'll say, did you look online to know how to handle that? And he'll go, no, I just wanted to call him and get a person. Sheesh, I would hate that. I never do that. Thank you, Christy. I'm glad you like it. And Sue has 7 that sew, 4 that need work. Well, I'm sure, you are enough of a shade tree mechanic that can probably fix them. Probably. I have every confidence. 4 to 5. Anita is, wait a minute. Anna is saying, love that little bag. 4 to 5 of them filled with different plants and well placed on a big dish would be great. Yes, wouldn't it? Or you know what? If you had, if you wanted to get a poinsettia and put it in that would be a great thing too. Am I going to do a collaboration with Viv Mom? Oh, I wish. I love her so much. I watched her the first time and I felt such a kinship with her. And I thought, I want to meet you and go shopping with you and have coffee with you and do all the things with you. We probably all felt like that, haven't we? She is the greatest person. She's one of those people that you just want to be around, She just gives off that vibe, and she's so positive and everything. And I just think I need a lot of that. Give me a lot of that in my life. Oh, thank you, Sandy. You guys are so great. I knew I was going to love doing this with you because I could read what you were doing right there. It was so great. Give us an update on the sewing machine you picked up on Facebook. Oh my gosh. Well, I thought I found the right part for it, and I bought it, and it was $40 on eBay. And I gave it to Eric, and he said, no, I'm sorry, that's the wrong part. And I thought, you couldn't have told me that before, because I gave him photos. Then he had surgery. I didn't realize this. And so I found another guy on eBay that has the right part, but it's a lot more money. It's it's like $140. So it's like $100 more. But again, with that 2140, that's a nice machine. So if I have to spend a little bit to fix it, I'll have a really nice machine that works. So Eric asked for more pictures. I went back to the guy. This guy's being so patient with me. And I said, I'm really sorry, but Eric needs more pictures to see if the connection is the same. And so we'll see. We'll see. That's the update. Titans 22, Baltimore 21. Do you have a dog in that fight? I don't care. Actually, I don't know. I don't know if I would be rooting for the Ravens or not. I don't know. Yep, that Raiders-Chiefs game is going to be good. And I know you're rooting for the Chiefs because you're in Oklahoma and they're closer to you. Let's see. You did not find a cactus hard to kill at all. Well, maybe I should give one a try, Danita. I maybe should. I keep saying I'm going to plant something out on my back lanai, but I've been overthinking it and thinking it doesn't get enough light. But actually, I think it does. I just need to get over myself. Hi, Sue. I'm so glad that you're up. 7:50 a.m. in Australia. Maybe we'll get to see, brain is going blank. Not because I don't know who I'm talking about. Kristen from Delia Society. I love her. Don't you love her? I just love her. Let's see. And she's in Melbourne. My daughter-in-law made me one from Jeans last year, and I painted a cute snowman face on it and used it as a gift bag. Oh, that's so cool. That's the other thing about this. This can do other things. I mean, it doesn't have to be for a plant. I just thought it was a smart idea for a grow pot. But you know what? You can put anything in this. You can make it any size you want. But pants legs are really handy. Oh, Susan, thank you so much. Patricia, you're same thing. What time is it? Oh my gosh, it's almost 4 o'clock. Yeah, that poinsettia. I'm a genius, aren't I? Oh, if I could only tell you what a ridiculous thing that wants to say. Hey, Anna from England. Boy, you're up late. It's almost 10 o'clock. Wow. How are you doing? I saw you had a new video out. Everybody go watch Anna's video. You Got Me in Stitches. She has a new fabric haul video. She buys more fabric and more cute fabric. And she has guinea pigs, which, you know, my daughter had guinea pigs growing up. And I didn't think much of them then, but those little gifts where you see them chewing, oh my gosh, that's the best. Really, Trish? Viv Mom is why you got back into sewing. Is that not amazing? She's amazing. I cannot say enough good things about her. Great for a bottle of wind. You mean wine? Oh, yes. Wouldn't this be great for some wine? Oh, actually, you know, I bet you could take a seam ripper and open up this top edge or just clip it even, since it's denim, and run like a drawstring through it and then be able to pull it and wine. That's a great idea. Really great idea. Yeah. You're a genius. You're a genius. Hey, Teresa. 21 p.m. 9 p.m. That's 9 p.m., isn't it? Yeah. Oh, I'm terrible with 20. What is it called? Military time. It's not too bad. What did Hale say? It's not too bad time-wise here. Your live came up an hour ago. Now it's 8:55. Oh, good. Crystal! Hey! Yes, I'm thoroughly enjoying my Sunday and all you lovely people. This is so much fun. Hide and silk. Ah, France. You're in France? Is it gorgeous? Is it cold? You know, my daughter last year, okay, you know, when I think about going on vacation, I was raised in what is my hair doing? I was raised in the Midwest in a little town. So going on vacation was driving, you know, an hour to the lake and going water skiing in the summer. That was the big vacation. So my daughter last year, McKenna, she says, yeah, I decided to go with my best friend to Paris in February. And I said, what? You're going to Paris? She said, yeah, it's Anne's birthday, or I don't even remember what she said, but yeah, we just planned it. We thought we'd go for 2 weeks. Okay. This is the thing. We've lived all over. Our kids have never had the luxury of living in one place and growing those roots really deep. For us, that's my mom and dad. That's their house, is the anchor place. And we've always just been the nomads. And so the good thing, the upside of that is that my kids love to travel and they're not afraid to go and do, and, you know, they'll go everywhere. And I just think that's so cool. But man, that was a shock. Paris. I'm thinking, yeah, like, I don't know. She lives in Florida. I would have gone to Miami or, you know, I don't know. Not Paris, but I think it's so cool that she did. Oh, Scandinavia. Paula's in Scandinavia. Wow. You guys are just blowing my mind. You're blowing my mind. Sleeve of a jeans jacket for the wine bottle. Yes, leave the cuff on. That, you guys, isn't this the greatest thing about a live show, is that everybody chimes in with all these ideas. I love that. That's such a good idea. It really is. And we have friends that make wine and they load us up at Thanksgiving, or not at Thanksgiving, at Christmas when we go up north, because they live in Indiana. We're near, well, it's in a little speck of, it's not even a town, it's a little speck on a river. And he makes wine, and they load us up with it every year, and we stash it in the suitcases, because, you know, on Southwest Airlines you can bring a huge suitcase and not get charged for it. So we do that and load it all up and bring all that wine back, and then we send him empty boxes and bring it back. So yeah, I should make him like 2 or 3 of those. That would be such a good idea. Even, you know, if you used a denim shirt from like a thrifted denim shirt, you just cut the sleeves off of that, because it's a wine bottle. I mean, it doesn't really have to be very heavy. I mean, it's just basically a cover. I mean, they're going to know it's a bottle of wine. That's a great idea. Let's see. Oh, Anna, don't even worry about it. We should all be on the 24-hour clock, actually. Oh, thank you. Yeah, you can catch up with the beginning of it later. Yeah, I had to do the makeup and the hair because, couldn't show up right out of the pool. I have not gotten into the pool lately, which is terrible, but it's been kind of chilly in the mornings. And, the water is warm, and I have a couple of those rash guards, where it's like a shirt, like it's a shirt made out of swimsuit fabric and it fits you tightly, kind of like what surfers would wear. And it keeps you warm in the water. Believe it or not, it really does. When I was teaching swimming last fall, I wore those, and that did help, although you still got cold. And I hate being cold. So I need to get back in the pool, but I need to do it a little later in the day, like after noon, because the sun is higher up. Yeah. Jane, happy Thanksgiving. Yes, have a wonderful one. Eat some noodles on top of mashed potatoes. Enjoy. Plymouth County, Massachusetts. Oh, thank you, Jane. You are a wonderful person. I'm so glad you came. What's the bush with flowers behind you called? And it looks very pretty. I have no idea. It volunteered. I don't, I wish I knew. It's been blooming for a long time though. I mean, seriously, it started blooming like in April or May. And what is it now, November? And it's still blooming. I know next to it is a hibiscus, like next to the porch, and completely hidden behind a pillar and overwhelmed by this. My neighbor Eric knows what it is. I have no idea. I wish I knew. Maybe I can find out and tell you. I'll come back and answer you on the chat. No idea. Does anybody know what that is? Maybe if I don't know. Maybe if I cut one of them off and brought it in and held it up, but I don't know. Week off of work, recovering from surgery. Sue, take care of yourself. Get well. Bye. Looks like knockout roses. Camellia. I don't think it's camellia. Are camellias white? No, I'm thinking magnolias. Maybe. No idea. I really, truly have no idea. I wish I did. I'm tempted to run out there and just clip it and just bring it back in. Yeah. Well, the thing, Kara, about blooming, like I said, this started blooming back in I don't know, probably April, and it's been blooming ever since. It does lose its blooms when it starts to cool off here, and that's usually, gosh, not until January or so. Because and when I say cool off, I mean it gets up to like 75 or 80 through the day, and then it gets down into the 40s at night. So that would be when that cools off and it loses its blooms. But yeah, it blooms for a long time. Okay, Cindy. Have a good Thanksgiving. We will wear our masks, won't we, everybody? Yes, we are wearing our masks. By the way, I got a new mask pattern because Kristen from Dahlia Society, she was talking about, I think it's Style Arc, has a mask pattern that she really likes. And it comes down this way, which is way better because, and I find this with my 3D mask, it just wants to creep up and then I can't see anything. You can't see anything anyway, but anyway. Okay. It is a knockout. Oh, it's a knockout. You have them here and mine are still blooming. Wow. Are you planning on sewing anything after the live is over today? Yes. Well, no. What I'm doing, actually, if I can scoot all this out of the way. So everybody's going to make one of these, right? Or did? Okay, that's enough of that. I am putting together the Eva dress from Tessuti Patterns. I got this last night, and I'm going to make it. And I'm making it for a project, which I can't talk about yet. I'm so happy to do this. So I'm going to do that. And I just ordered the fabric for it this morning. And it's kind of a Christmassy fabric, but it's Hawaiian, of course. I love all things Hawaii. I don't know if I'd want to live in Hawaii. Do you know, it is really in the middle of the ocean. There is like nothing around it. If you look at where Hawaii is, it's a little frightening. I mean, you fly in and you get off the plane and you're like, oh my gosh, there's nothing for miles around me. Not just like 10 miles, like hundreds of miles. There's nothing. So you better know how to be on a boat. And I don't know what it is. I have an ear thing or I don't even know. Can't be on a boat anymore. It's just, I have to take drugs because I can't do it or I'll throw up all the whole time, which is terrible. Just TMI. So no, I'm not really sewing anything. I'm going to be putting that together. And I don't have anything cut out, believe it or not. I do have a couple of patterns that I want to cut out and make, but that always changes. You know, I'm such a mood sewer that I don't know. I don't have anything pressing. Yeah, I meant to do that. So I don't know. Actually, I've got this right here. I talked about doing this like as a sew-along. It's a Nancy Zeman pattern called 7871. I made this before out of an old sheet, and it didn't turn out very well because the fabric wasn't very good, but I really liked the pattern. And so I have two of them. I think I made it and then I lost the pattern somehow. Maybe it was in the move between, I don't know. But anyway, so I have it and I want to make this. So I have some French terry down there, but I'm not convinced that it's the right fabric, which is why I'm waiting. So I do have a caftan pattern down there, a simplicity one of the newer ones. And I want to make that, but I don't think I want to make it yet. So I don't know. You know what I'd love to do is go through my scraps and see what I have and make something from all of those, but that would take sitting and doing it, wouldn't it? I don't think that's going to happen today. Okay, back to the comments. Oh, Teresa, it was so good to have you. And Patricia. Oh my gosh, why? Why would you move to Miami from Maui? Oh my gosh. Maui. Oh, Hawaii Fabric Mart. Oh, I love that place. I've only ever been to Maui and Kauai. I've been to one time, but I've been to Maui like 4 times now. Oh man, love that place. I did the road to Hana and I nearly had a nervous breakdown. Not kidding. I met a car. That road is like this wide. I'm not even kidding. There was like, and there's no guardrail, none. So I had to back up and let this car come around me like over at a bridge. I nearly lost my mind. I thought, you know, my son-in-law kept saying, I can drive. And I thought, no, that'd be worse because then I'd be completely, it wouldn't be under my control. By the time we got to like the 7 waterfall things, I just got out of the car and I had to go like, calm down. I needed, you know, mountains of anti-anxiety drugs that day. I didn't have them, but that was awful. So I did not enjoy that. But the rest of Maui I loved. Ulua Beach, I love Ulua Beach. And my daughter is named McKenna for McKenna Landing. Oh, let's see. Love the style lines. I know, aren't those great? The way that goes like that, and then there's a kind of a pocket built in right there. It's just, I really like it. And it fits really nicely too. And you use the really narrow interfacing around all the edges. I think that's a Nancy Zeman's team tip or something. And it's got these little darts right up here. I don't know if you can you see? See those darts right up there? Yeah. And those make it fit really nicely. And that's the thing about it. It fits really well. I like McCall's. I really do. Those patterns fit me really nicely. Let's see. Yeah, super expensive. Patricia, my daughter Mia, took a trip there to kind of investigate living there. And she stayed in an Airbnb with, like, it was a room in a house that a person had. And she got to talk to the host and talked about the cost of living and what kind of jobs you can get and stuff. She just really checked it out. And she said she thought that probably it was better for her for it to be a place that she would go vacation rather than live. It's just so cost prohibitive. It's really expensive to live there. You did the road to Hana. I know it is stunning, but oh my God, it's so scary. Did you drive? Were you the one driving? Because man, that was scary. Okay. Listen, if you are a person who does YouTube, if you have a channel like Anna and Hales and I forget who else, do Friday sews. It is so much fun. I'm really hoping that that hashtag catches on and people start doing it, because it's just, can you imagine having your YouTube feed just lined up with people that just are chatting about their sewing and life? And oh, I love that. I love, love, love that. Oh my gosh, why is my brain not functioning today? I just talked to her. I talked to her on Facebook. Oh, can't remember her name. Anyway, never mind, because I can't remember her name, but I talked to her the other day and she said she was going to start doing Friday sews. Oh my gosh, I can hear her voice in my head and I can't. The brain's offline. Yeah. COVID made it worse in Hawaii. Yeah, that would have been bad. There's nowhere to go. I mean, that would be bad. That would really be bad. Oh, I'm so glad you were here too, Donna. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Yeah. Somebody else needed to do the driving on that road to Hana because, oh my gosh, it's just frightening. I don't know how they don't have somebody going down the side of that mountain like every other day. And in fact, I don't think I would want to know the statistics on car accidents on that road. Oh my goodness. I'm sure that they don't talk about it because why would they? Because it's a tourist thing. But oh my gosh, so dangerous. See, you guys got to do Friday sews. You got to do it. Hashtag Friday sews. I'm going to search next week and just see if any, well, no, that wouldn't be right, would it? Because that's Black Friday. Like, I don't know. I'm going to be around because of COVID. Nobody's coming to us. So we don't make a big deal out of Thanksgiving anymore with all of our family. But like my kids have quit jobs, dumb jobs, you know, like little retail jobs, to get up and have Christmas with my folks. We have 30 years of doing that. And we had such drama over that last week. It was so stressful. And we weren't going to do it. And then it was going to be this whole horrible thing because our family, the 6 kids, and it's 6 now. I have 5 daughters and then the son-in-law. So the 6 kids were all going to be scattered. And my husband has to do a wedding on the 27th. So he was going to be up north and I was supposed to go up there. But if I couldn't stay with my folks who are 82 and 88, then, there wasn't any point in my going up there. And so I was like, oh my gosh, Christmas is ruined. But we made it work. I talked to my mom. My oldest talked to my mom and we worked it out. So it's going to be different. Lots of masks, gloves, hand sanitizer, social distancing. We're going to do all of that, but we're going to make it work. So it'll be different, but it won't be so different that it ruins it. So this virus, man, they need that vaccine out now. Yeah, Pam, masks. Aren't we all over? Aren't you tired of doing that? Man, everybody's kind of over. We all have mask fatigue. Not from wearing them, from making them. Stephanie, thank you. Stephanie, yes. I even contacted her. I said, I've got all this fleece, like not sweatshirt fleece, but, the stuff that's in everywhere, that kind of fleece. And it's got all these winter kind of motifs on it. And I said, I've got all this stuff and I would love to send it to you. And so she gave me her address. I'm going to send it. Yeah, she is a doll. She's just a doll. I just love her personality. Yeah, she changed from Saturday so-and-so to Friday sews. So, yay. Hashtag Friday sews. Yeah. 300 masks. Oh my gosh, Christine. That is crazy. 300 masks. Whew. You know, my sister did a bunch too. She was making them for kindergartners before school started in September. And oh gosh, I have such an admiration for you to have that much patience, because I know it's just factory line, assembly line sewing. And I've done that when I had, 5 little girls, and I would do 10 shoulder seams at a time, just continuously. I get that, but oh, that's a lot of masks. That's a lot of masks. Yeah, everybody is so sick of it. We just need to pray that it goes away, that it runs its course. Son in Finland, 2 other kids in the UK, and 1 in France. Yeah. Oh man, that's so hard. It's just so hard to be away from family at holiday time, isn't it? When you have a tradition, and for us it's 30 years. So I probably can count on 2 hands, maybe on 1, the amount of times that I have not woken up in my parents' house on Christmas Day. Yeah. My daughter said one time, "Mom, Santa doesn't even know where we live." She's so right. Wow. Oh, Christy. Bummer. Her retirement plans were totally changed because of COVID. This is just, oh. Good for you, Pam. Put all your mask supplies away for now. McCall's, what is that, 5589? Oh, it's a 1977 pattern. Yeah. Oh, Christine, how do you do that? How do you wear a mask all day? How do these healthcare workers do it? I mean, I was even shopping the other day, and I had to pull it down and just let my nose get some fresh air. And it's just a little cotton mask. I mean, it's not even like an N95, Oh, so hard. So hard. Yet another reason I don't want to go to space just yet. Nope. Scrubs. Yeah, you guys were making scrubs over in the UK, weren't you? And in France, obviously. Yeah. I don't know that anybody did that here in the US. I'm not sure why, but it's odd that you guys needed them. But, Oh, thank you, Margaret. Thanks for coming. Yeah. Oh, that's so difficult. Oh, man, COVID it ruined everything. Oh, it really has ruined everything. But, it's like Tim Gunn says, you got to make it work. So, yeah. Yeah. Well, you guys, I just think this has been fantastic. I'm so, so happy that you all made time to spend the day with me. Thank you so much. It's just, oh, my heart is so full. It's just wonderful when you have people that are interested in the same things you are. And, I feel like I know you. I mean, I know what's going on in all these parts of the world, and sewing, that wonderful thing that connects us all. It's just, and now you have pots. You have a lot of pots. Let's see. Sharon is texting me. Oh, yeah. So I think I'm going to sign off. We will do this again. Let's do this again, shall we? That'd be fun. Oh, I'm so glad you guys were here. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you so much for coming and just hanging out with me and making a plant pot, and just thank you. Thank you for your friendship and for just being there. It's been wonderful. Okay, I'm going to sign off. Take care. Stay safe. Don't make any more masks unless you really have to. Get somebody else to do it, and then pick it up again, and then be all magnanimous and do it for everybody else. Yeah. Anyway, if you're in the US, or if you are an expatriate or whatever, and you celebrate Thanksgiving, then happy Thanksgiving. Please enjoy your noodles on top of mashed potatoes, and have a You might even want to throw some corn in there, but I don't know. I'm still iffy on the whole white gravy on French fries. I just don't know about that. But anyway, I love you all. Thank you so much. Mwah. And I will see you next time.